Knight of Cups was directed by Terrence Malick. Came out in 2016 or 2015, I believe. It starred my man Christian Bale, Cat Blanchett, I believe is how you say her name. Might have butchered that. Natalie Portman, Antonio Banderas is his movie, but guys, I just want to say something. I feel like this is one of the one. This might be one of the worst movies I've ever seen, and it's gonna be like just an honest like review about this fucking movie. And I'm not trying, like I said before in my older videos, I don't ever like shit on movies. I'm not the type to like shit. I understand it's hard to make a fucking movie. It's hard to write a movie. It's hard to get shit made, especially on this grand of scale, right? Like to get a movie that's a big release and shit. I understand. I'm not here to like shit on fucking directors or like that, right? But I feel like for the most part, like we have a right, just as people. Just I wouldn't consider myself a critic, just as a movie goer, I guess, and just other people. Like we all have a right to form our own opinion about movies. Like not every movie is gonna hit them. It's gonna be my favorite. Not every movie I'm gonna like. Some I'm gonna like, some I'll get, some I won't fucking get. But Night of Cups, man, it's just a movie that like I don't understand. And maybe I'm just not super like savvy yet. I don't understand like the film shit super deeply as I should. Maybe I don't know. And once I was doing more research on this movie, I just understand this was like the director's like style, I guess. He kind of just does like fucking unorthodox like weird shit. It's like if you're not really familiar with like his work, that you might not fully appreciate like this movie. And the reason I started wanting to see Night of Cups is because I kept seeing all these like TikTok edits of like Christian Bale just like aura farming and all these cool shots. I was like, dude, like what fucking movie is this, dude? Like I had to see this shit. Then I saw the cast for it. I was like, oh shit, like there's a couple big names in there. Like what the fuck is this shit? Then I saw Rotten Tomatoes had like a 40%. I was like, like wait, hold on. I'm not type to judge shit off reviews, but I was like, yo, like what the fuck, man? Like what's good? And it was on Netflix. Like, you know what? Like I'm just gonna watch this fucking movie, right? And honestly, guys, like, look, like I said before, I'm not trying to shun things, but this is one of the most boringest fucking movies I've ever watched in my entire fucking life. I cannot believe I got through this fucking movie. The only reason why I got through this movie is because I told myself, you know what, like we've already gone this far, we're not gonna stop now. I wanted to turn this shit off after like 3 minutes. It just seems like I said, maybe I don't understand it, maybe I'm not fucking film savvy yet, I don't fucking know. But it's bothering me that I just kind of makes me, it honestly bothers me that I didn't like this movie. I went into this wanting to fucking like it. But it's just such a hard film to follow. Like, there's like, the way best, I mean, just honestly, Christian Bale's character, you have him, apparently he's like a Hollywood screenwriter. And I guess this sort of movies like, from I'm trying to understand, maybe I'm fucking wrong. They're like trying to like, it's like trying to show like, how like the success can kind of, you can still feel empty, you can still have all the success he's having as a writer and just he's in Hollywood, his people parties and all that, but he still kind of feels like empty inside. And I guess the film is trying to like portray that, trying to portray like the emptiness. I think that's why like you see so many shots of him just like walking around. Like a lot of this movie just like Christian Bale just horrifying, bro. Him walking in rooms, him like whispering. You hear like little whispers like from narrators from different people. Like people kind of talk to him, like you don't hear him. They don't like hear him answer back to him. You hear him talk a little bit in this movie, but it's not a lot. And just before I kind of get into the reason why I don't like this movie, the good parts about this movie, I feel like a lot of the shots in this movie are super well done. I feel like just the whole Christian Bale like aura farming shit, just where he's like kind of walking around, the kind of camera kind of like moves stuff weirdly, and it kind of like zooms in on his face and kind of like has these weird angles. I thought a lot of the shots were super good in this movie. Like don't get me wrong, like, this movie is shot well, but just it's hard because this is not like a normal movie, guys. Like this movie doesn't make sense. Like you're walking into this movie expecting like the basic movie structure, from like Act 1, Act 2 to Act 3, like you're not gonna walk in like, oh okay, like I understand this character's like motives or like why he does this. Okay, we move on to the next scene. Like it's not like that. This movie's super just it basically does not give a fuck about any of the rules that cinema has, right? Or like screenwriting I guess has, like it's super just ambitious. And I feel like from a creative standpoint I totally understand, like I respect a director for doing something like this, but I just feel like the reason it misses a mark in my opinion, it's just like so hard to get through. Like it doesn't make sense. Like this movie's like a 2-hour movie that feels like 5 hours, like you really feel like it's like a dread to get through it, because it's like there's like no real like actual dialogue. There's no like an actual normal scene in this movie. It's all like you have a narrator whispering the whole time. Then you have like kind of characters who are talking to Christian Bale's character, but like they don't really, he doesn't really, like I say, he's not really talking to him back. He's kind of like ignoring him, you know. It seems like just the way they're talking to him. I guess it's trying to symbolize, like I said, like he's so like just kind of like feels empty, like he's so disconnected from everybody else. I guess I don't fucking know. One of the only good scenes from this movie is there's a scene in a strip club where he's talking to this girl, and I think that was like one of the scenes where like I was like, oh shit, like what is this? Like I started paying attention a little bit more. But other than that, I feel like for the most part, this movie is just super fucking boring, and I'm honestly disappointed. I want to like this fucking movie. I hope one day I can watch this later on and I like it more. But for now, I feel like this is a bad film. It does not make sense, and for the average viewer, you know, and I'm somebody that tries to like think outside the box. I go in with an open mind, and this movie just disappointed me, man. I hate the fact that I did not like this fucking movie. The TikTok edits were better than this fucking movie, bro. Like, what the fuck? You know, it's bad. I feel like the TikTok edits make this movie seem good when it's not, you know. It just sucks, dude. I'm so disappointed now. And, you know, I'm gonna give Knight of Cups like a 50%, dude. Like, this is bad. This is the lowest rated movie so far I've fucking reviewed. I thought the fucking Purge was fucking bad. That was like unwatchable. But this was like another, like, this is like at least the fucking Purge and these shitty ass like horror movies, at least that I've seen, like at least they're like somewhat like you actually like people actually talked in the fucking movie, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like Night of Cups for the most part, I don't even know this video is even gonna be seen at this point. You know, like I think like I try to search up like Night of Cup reviews and like nothing pops out. Like there are all these old reviews. Like I feel like people don't really talk about this movie a lot. I think the reason why is because I think it's just the way that it is, you know. I feel like you see the cast, you're like, oh my god, like this looks like it's gonna be a banger movie, and you watch it, you're just like, what the fuck, dude. Like I said, the only thing I can say good about it is that some of the shots of Christian Bale just walking around look pretty fucking cool. I thought it was well shot, and you know that scene in the strip club. Other than that, I feel like that's it. You know, I feel like some of the music is good for the most part, but like I said, just this movie's fucking weird. You know. One of the longest 2-hour movies I've ever seen in my entire life. It was a dread to get through. I don't know how I got fucking through it, but this is the lowest rated movie I've ever seen. This, technically speaking, this might be one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my entire life, which is so sad to me because I feel like it had potential, but I don't know. Like I said, maybe I'm just not savvy. Maybe I don't understand. You know, let me know if you guys in the comments what you guys think. Is this a movie that you just do I not understand it? Maybe you guys understand it. Maybe it's like a fucking masterpiece and I just don't fucking get it. You know, but. You know, other than that, guys, you know, thank y'all for watching. You know, new videos every week. You know, I try to upload more now, so I'm trying to make as much content as I can. But other than that, y'all, thank you guys for watching, and peace.